What's up, everybody? Welcome to Buzzworthy TV. I'm the girl, Lady T. And before we get started, I want to thank each and every one of you guys who took the time out to check out my videos. And thank you to all my subscribers, all my supporters. Thank you so much. Anyway, y'all, let's get into it. Tonight, we're talking Love and Hip Hop New York. So let's get into it. Tonight's episode begins with Peter and Amina. Now all of a sudden, Peter wants to be a family man, y'all. He's a family man. And he feels the need to confess. He wants to confess to Amina what really went on when he went away. And so he tells Amina that, yo, look, remember when I told you when I went to go be the face of that energy drink? Yo, I really was in Barbados with Tara and the kids. And you know what? I like Amina. Amina is really getting a lot of points from me because she called him on his BS. She was like, look, I don't even want to hear no more. Because whatever you tell me now, I know it's going to be a whole bunch of lies. Because everything out of Peter's mouth is a lie. And he was like, what? What are you talking about? And I'm like, nigga, what you mean? What's she talking about? She calling you on your bullshit. Because everybody know, like she said, if Tara would have been like, okay, let's give this another go, you wouldn't be there. You said it yourself. Tara don't want me. So I'm going to go make it work with my other family. Like, nigga, really? Don't nobody want to be nobody's consolation prize. And then you, of all people, like, you ain't no prize yourself, so don't think you're doing anybody no favors. Like, Peter is really delusional, and I don't even want to talk about him no more. Anyway, so then we got Rich and Sin. Rich meets up with Sin because he wants to introduce her to his other artist, Precious Paris, which everybody calls Paris. And she's a rapper, and he wants them to meet because he feels like Paris can jump on Sin's charity track. You know, she's doing a tribute to her brother, and he feels that Paris will be, you know, a good addition to her song. So anyway, Paris and Sin get to talking, and they connect instantly. You know, Sin tells her about her brother committing suicide, and Paris tells her about her sister that got murdered. And so they click, and they're like, yeah, we gonna do this. And I thought that was real cute, you know, how they were able to bond at the loss of their siblings. And then we got Yandy and Mendeecees. Now, I didn't know this, but Mendeecees has had primary custody of Lil Mendeecees for the longest. And now his baby mama, Samantha, she wants more time with the baby. And so Yandy, who, by the way, is looking pregnant as hell. So I'm like, where the fuck where her stomach come from? Like, 1 minute she wasn't showing, now she big as fuck. Like, where the hell? But anyway, needless to say, she comes home and she tells Mendeecees she went to go pick up Lil Mendeecees, but the baby mama done picked Lil Mendeecees up. And he like, well, she only did that shit because we got into it and all this stuff. So, so Yandy is like, look, I don't got time for this. We trying to get married, and I need everybody to be on one accord. Everything's been cool, and I need it to stay cool, so I'm going to talk to her. Let me go holler at her. And so he like, okay, yeah, do what you do. So she meets up with Samantha, and Samantha tells Yandy, like, look, basically every time I try to get time with Lil Mendeecees, he keeps me away from him. He always, you know, don't bring him, or it's always some type of excuse. And, you know, she's just sick of it. So she's like, maybe we need to get the courts involved so we can have an established visitation rights and everything like that. And Yandy's like, wait a minute. This getting a little too far, you know, going a little too far. And she was like, well, maybe you need to talk to Mendeecees and y'all get this straight. And Samantha agrees. She's like, yeah, you know, I respect you and all, but this is me and his child. So we need to discuss this because this is our situation. And Yandy agrees. So Samantha decides that she is going to talk to Mendeecees about what's going on with their issues about Lil Mendeecees. And anyway, so then we move on to Rich's launch party for his new liquor campaign. Okay, so I don't know what Mona Scott Young got with Rashida Ali. I don't know if Rashida Ali got, you know, something over Mona Scott Young or whatever. But for this bitch not to be a formal cast member, she be on there all the freaking time. Like, she's not a formal cast member, but she always on there. And you gotta know that she collecting them checks. But anyway, so she's there with Erica Mena, and Erica is getting drunk as hell. And, you know, of course, Rich gets on the mic and he's like, you know, I want to introduce the face of my new liquor, Cyn Santana. And, you know, Erica's sitting up there getting drunk because she can't believe this shit. She can't believe that, you know, Rich is really allowing her ex to be the face of his new drink. Like, she can't believe this shit. So anyway, after a couple of drinks, she get on the mic and she's like, want to give a shout out to my boy Rich Dallas. You know, I still got love for you. Even though you give my songs away, man, you know, you hire my ex, I still got love for you. I was like, hell nah. And then after she, you know, goes on the bike, she embarrasses herself by walking out, but she didn't really walk out, y'all. She walked into a mirror. That shit was funny as hell. But anyway, she leaves or whatever. I was like, I can't even do it. So then we got Chink and Rich. Chink needs to talk to Rich because, as you know from the last episode, Chrissy told him that she did some foul ass shit. She done got her ass off birth control without even discussing it with him. And he feeling some type of way, which she should. And I'm glad, you know what, I'm here for Chink. Because he was like, that's some disrespectful shit. How you not going to tell me you off birth control and I'm still fucking married? So he talks to Rich, and Rich tells him, well, you know, you need to talk to her, and if you need to end it, you need to end it. But however the case, you need to talk to her. And he was like, yeah, you know, you right. I was going to do some all disrespectful shit and, you know, just send her a text. But he was like, yeah, I might need to holler at her. And I agree. He should have definitely talked to her, but I'm not mad at him for being mad because that was some foul shit. You know, we as women always talk about what niggas do and niggas ain't shit. But speaking of the female, because I know I done did some shit. That was some low down shit. Okay? And I can say that because I done did some low down shit. So what she did was uncalled for. So anyway, then we got Yandy. She's talking to Mendeecees. And she tells about to call him Yandeece. She tells Mendeecees that she talked to his baby mama and Samantha has agreed to meet up with him so they could talk about Lil Mendeecees. And when Mendeecees does talk to Sam, he tells her like, hey, you know, I've been a primary caregiver and all of a sudden you want to take him away from me, and you had ample time when I was gone a year, when it was a time for you to step up and be the mother that he needed when I was in jail. You weren't there. But now when I might go back and I want to spend all the time that I can with him, you want to break this down to 50-50. And I kind of understand both things. I think that she's getting her priorities straight and she wants her son in her life. But I also understand where he's coming from. He's been a primary caregiver. He's missed a year of his son's life. He may have to go back. So he wants to spend as much time with his son. So I really hope that they don't have to go to court. I really hope they do figure that shit out. Then we got Tara and Amina. Well, Tara and Amina meet because Amina wants to get the truth because she knows she ain't gonna get it from Peter. And Tara's thing with Amina is, you already knew that he had a family. When you knew that he had a family, you should have walked away. And I'm, like I said, I'm liking Amina more and more each episode because she is not as dumb as we think she is. I'm glad she called Amina on her bullshit and was like, wait a minute. You knew he had a situation when you got with him too, so what's the difference? And I'm like, hell yeah, you was a home wrecker too. And Tara had the nerve in her confessional to be like, how dare Amina bring up my past and we're talking about her and how she, intruded on my family. Bitch, because you did the same motherfucking thing. Anyway, they both find out that basically Peter ain't nothing but a liar. And they both decide that, hey, they got to be cordial because despite all of it, they're siblings. Their children are siblings. And they got to get it together. And I like that. They going to try. We'll see how this go. Well, that go or whatever. And anyway, then Chink meets up with Chrissy. Now, this was some bullshit. Chink tells, Chrissy meets up with Chink at the studio or whatever. And she don't want to take responsibility for shit. She's like, yeah, I apologize, but you got to remember, you told me that you weren't going to never get no divorce, so that just made me feel like I was wasting my time. But, sweetie, what you don't realize is he was feeling you. You had his all, like Rich was saying. He wasn't fucking with no other bitches. Yeah, he should have got a divorce. I'm still with that. How you going to move on with anybody when you don't got no divorce? But you trying to slip a baby on him was ridiculous and unfucking called for. And why the hell would you even try to do that shit when he fucking married? So anyway, I was not here for that. And then we end with Cyn and Erica. Cyn, talked to Precious Paris and has come to the decision that she needs to formally end everything with Erica. So she meets Erica at her photo shoot. And they get to talking, and she's like, look, Erica, I love you, but this is not going to work. And Erica is like the same way. She was like, yeah, you telling me. You sitting up here dealing with people, and we're over. Like, why are you dealing with my exes? And she was like, Erica, I don't know what you're talking about. Like, I'm just trying to put out a song. And she was like, you could have dealt with Drake or anybody to put that song out, but you low-key was taking jazz at me by dealing with Rich. You know you had an ulterior motive. And of course, Cyn keeps denying it. And so Erica's like, look, if dealing with people that's connected to me makes you happy, do you. I still love you. I always love you, but we just need to part ways. And I kind of was like, oh, I shed a little ghetto tear. I did. I was like, oh. Because I really do think they love each other, y'all. I really do think there was feelings there. It was just too much emotion involved. But anyway, y'all, that was the episode. And anyway, y'all, don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe. Until next time, peace and love.